I remember when Tariq Nasheed called people like Roland Martin and Luther Campbell and others Democrat shills. And shills are like flunkies. They're paid hirelings. In this particular case, they're hirelings for the Democratic Party. So we all know the campaign, for the most part, campaign spending has to be made public. And so they have these FEC filings. And on this FEC filing right here, we see that Kamala Harris's campaign paid Roland Martin's company, New Vision Media, Inc., $350,000. So in this Fox News article, they talk about the payment that Roland Martin's company, New Visions, received from the Kamala Harris campaign. It says, New Vision Media is a media company ran by journalist Roland Martin. Martin spent roughly 30 minutes interviewing Harris on his streaming program in October. The former CNN contributor told The Times the payment was for advertising. It should have been a hell of a lot more, he said. According to the report, more should have been spent on black-owned media. So Roland Martin is a political journalist. He reports on politics a lot. My issue is this right here. If you're being paid, don't you think you should announce that? Because when you don't announce it, it calls into question your integrity. Because if you're being paid to report favorably on one candidate and unfavorably on another, then how can we trust what you're saying? And we damn sure can't expect you to be unbiased if you received a $350,000 payment. What really bugs me, though, is how Roland Martin goes out and attacks other black people who speak out against Democratic candidates and Democratic policies, as if they can't have a mind of their own and disagree on a candidate or a particular piece of legislation. I fully understand that Kamala Harris lost and it's time to move on, but I will not fully move on until I expose all of these so-called kinfolk that y'all love to take advice from, until I expose how many millions of dollars they've been paid to go out and support the Democratic nominee. Let me say this in conclusion. I'm aware that black media outlets, black media companies need funding. They need support. But we got to be out here moving with integrity so that we can foster trust with the American people. We could easily use CNN and MSNBC as examples of why trust is so important.